and honestly, we anticipate him to come in any minute. So, again, I want to welcome all of you. Our invocation today will be led by Reverend Kyle Johnson, the pastor at Union Hill Baptist Church, if you'll come to the podium. And the pledge will then be led by Commissioner Melinda McClendon, if you'll all stand. Any questions? Okay, announcements and public comments. I do want to say today, since we didn't have an admin meeting, we'll be operating under a little bit different rules and regulations. See, I told you he'd be here in a minute. And so have a little more discussion and can have in advance of a motion. Also, a little unusual, we will have a public hearing right after these announcements and really before we get into the meat of the meeting, if you will. We'll have a public hearing that we'll talk about in a minute. I do want to remind everyone there are 5 Mondays in this month, so it'll be 3 weeks before we meet again. I know a lot of you in the back feel safer because of that, but we meet the second and fourth Monday of every month, and when there's a 5 Monday month, that means we go 3 weeks. So it'll be until the second Monday in July before we meet again, actually the admin meeting before that. Which means we won't meet until after the 4th of July. So we want to go ahead and remind everyone, 4th of July is on a Friday this weekend, this year. Long 4th of July weekend. We want to encourage everyone to celebrate the birth of this great nation that we have and do it responsibly. And because it's a weekend, be very, very, very careful out there. There'll be people driving around that don't need to be driving, and just try to stay out of their way, but enjoy your time with family and friends and have a good holiday weekend. I did want to call on Myra. This past Saturday was the 78th anniversary of Chattahoochee Park. Used to be State Park, that we maintain now, and we offered activities and whatnot. So I wanted Myra to, I had class reunion all weekend, so I was unable to go. It was my 20th, and I was able to go and enjoy some of my old friends and colleagues. And so, Myra, if you'll give us a report on the park activities. Pull that microphone over and be sure it's turned on.
The park manager has told us that there was a good crowd on Saturday, and that there were lots of positive comments about how the park looked and everything that was going on.
Good.
Just generally was positive about everything that happened Saturday till the weather hit Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I wondered about that. There was some interesting weather later in the day, and I think the main thing was to celebrate the anniversary, but also just to make the park, create public awareness of the park, if you will, because it is a beautiful place down there, and we encourage everyone, if you have not been in a while, to go down and visit at Chattahoochee Park. I think it still says State Park, but I just call it Chattahoochee Park. So. And then the last announcement I have, we received a letter, and Tony is over there. We received a letter from the food bank wanting to express their appreciation for the men and women from the Houston County Community Corrections that help them on a daily basis. You know, we get a lot of times we get complaints and whatnot, and don't often get a lot of very, very positive things, and when we do, we try to take the opportunity to recognize those folks. So, Tony, if you will pass on to your folks that are working at the food bank that their work has been recognized, and the food bank certainly appreciates all that you all are doing for them. So, thank you. All right, any other announcements from the commission?
I just wanted to tell everybody, if you're not aware, that the Team Alabama Special Olympics team went to New Jersey last weekend and competed on a national level this past week in New Jersey. And of course, with social media, you pretty much see them running or riding their bikes or whatever. But it was a fantastic event for the families and the children and adults that got to participate. And if you see somebody that you know that has a child that played or participated, or somebody that volunteered, give them your congratulations, because they worked hard. They brought back a ton of gold medals. They did very, very well, and it's just a great event for somebody that knows firsthand about Special Olympics. It's an unbelievable organization, and we did great. So kudos to Team Alabama.
Absolutely. Good comments. Good comments, Commissioner, but if you have any more, I would suggest you speak into the microphone so we can hear you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Okay, any other comments or announcements? All right, then we will, at this time, we will call to order a public hearing related to a permit request, actually a modification for the Omussie C&D landfill located on Kinsey Road. The law requires that we have a public hearing in advance of approval. So at this time, I will call that public hearing to order and ask if there is anyone here that wants to make any comments regarding the request for permit modification for the Omussie C&D landfill. All right, seeing none, then we will close this public hearing and thank all of you who came to attend that. Thank you. All right, I'm going to step down to the podium now. Commissioner McClendon just mentioned our Special Olympics team, and it is always our joy when our young people do good and we get the chance to recognize them. We've got a tremendous event going on right here in the Civic Center with the Wired outreach this week, and that is a great activity for youth in our community. And today we want to recognize some other youth that are doing a great job. I'm going to call on Miss Katrina Tucker to come forward to bring all of the girls, and you girls line up right here. Don't be shy. Come on, I need you up here. There you go. Get over there. All right, and I'm going to read a certificate of appreciation, then I'm going to ask Katrina to make some comments if that'll work. Certificate of appreciation. May it be known to all who read this that the Houston County Commission hereby recognizes and congratulates the Taylor Rehoboth 11 and 12-year-old girls softball team as they represent the state of Alabama in the 11 and 12-year-old girls fast pitch World Series in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, presented on the 23rd day of June 2014. I'm going to present that to you and tell all of you girls how much we appreciate you all, not just representing Rehoboth and Taylor and Houston County, but representing the entire state. We know you will do well. We are very proud of you. I will say this endeavor to get them to Myrtle Beach is not publicly paid for. There's I think a $7,000 cost. So we would encourage any of you that, and Loretta will tell you, Katrina will tell you how to help with that. But they are raising funds. They need your help, and you look at these smiling faces. I think it's easy to help them and assist them as they go forward to South Carolina representing the state of Alabama. So, Katrina?
First, I just want to tell y'all thank y'all for letting us be here today. It's a wonderful honor for our girls. When we started out this season, we were unity, and when we went to our sub-district meeting, our girls were invited to forego those playoffs and go straight to the World Series traditional play Ponytail in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So they will no longer be the Taylor Rehoboth All-Stars. They are officially Team Alabama for the girls 11 and 12 Ponytail. They will be the only girls representing this state in this World Series event. We will be competing in traditional play, not X-Play, and our goal is to bring the 2014 World Series win back home to the state of Alabama. This team is in need of sponsors and donations for expenses such as uniforms, equipment, travel, lodging, food, and their parade festivities. I'm sure you all already know that this type of event can be very costly, and we will be traveling quite a distance from home. We will be grateful and appreciative of any commitment that anyone can make to this team. We will have a team banner that will hang at the dugout of every game we play. Anyone that sponsors, name, or business will be listed in appreciation of advertisement for your support. We are very proud of these girls, extremely proud, and we are confident in these girls to represent our state as well as our Taylor Rehoboth Association in a positive way and with exceptional sportsmanship. This particular group of girls has not only worked hard off the field, but they have made a 110% commitment to this team and to the game they love, which is girls fast pitch softball. I want to introduce their head coach, who's not a speaker, obviously, and the girls, because this is the second event that I've been named spokesperson. But this is our head coach, Glenn Tucker. And I'm going to start with our girls, Caitlin Wallace, Alyssa McCray, Hannah Snellgrove, Avery Trotter, Lainey Skipper, Cammie Brown, Madison Kirkland, and Caitlin Jackson. We have other girls that are on this team that could not be here. They are Kendall Morris, Sarah Nolan, Jody Anderson, Emily Starling, and that's it. We do not have a website set up for this team. However, I do have forms that I can hand out to the commission. Our president of our association is Brad Tucker. His contact information is on here. I can email the information to anybody that wants it. I have the email address on here. Do you want me to give it out?
Why don't you just give that to me, and I'll put it out in some of our public broadcasts that we do to get it out to the public and the media, so that'd be good.
Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Our girls are going to be doing fundraisers. We are trying to get out into the community and do fundraisers. So when y'all see us, when y'all hear about us, please put the word out, come support them and help them. And we just appreciate y'all recognizing us and giving these girls an opportunity. They're very honored.
We're glad to do it. I think y'all